Brandin Cooks' absence leaves a significant gap for the Dallas Cowboys, as his veteran leadership and speed will be missed on the field. The wide receiver, who has been dealing with knee issues since training camp, suffered an infection following an injection in his right knee, making his timeline for return uncertain. His absence will undoubtedly impact the team's offensive performance, especially as the Cowboys prepare to face tough opponents like the Pittsburgh Steelers and Detroit Lions. Cooks has been a vital piece of the Cowboys' receiving core, offering speed and experience to complement star receiver CeeDee Lamb. However, with only 91 yards and 1 touchdown so far this season, his production has been limited, likely due to lingering knee discomfort. Despite these challenges, Cook's presence on the field forces defenses to account for his speed, creating opportunities for other players. Now, with Cooks sidelined, Jalen Tolbert will move up the depth chart. The second-year receiver has shown growth this season with 168 yards and a touchdown. Tolbert will need to step up and build on his developing chemistry with quarterback Dak Prescott. In addition, Cavonte Turpin, known for his speed and return abilities, may see an increase in offensive snaps. Turpin, who has impressed the coaching staff with his energy and athleticism, could become a valuable asset in stretching the field and creating space for Lamb and others. The Cowboys are already facing a mounting injury list. Defensive standouts like edge rushers Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence are also dealing with injuries, putting more pressure on the offense to perform. Lawrence is expected to miss 4 to 8 weeks with a mid-foot sprain, while Parsons, although active, is recovering from an ankle injury that could limit his effectiveness for several weeks. Coach Mike McCarthy remains hopeful about Cook's return for the Lions game, but there's no certainty. Meanwhile, McCarthy has emphasized the need for the team to adapt, especially in an NFL season where injuries are inevitable. The Cowboys' depth at receiver will be tested, and young players like Jalen Brooks and Ryan Flournoy, who haven't seen much playing time this season, might get more opportunities. One of the keys to overcoming Cook's absence will be Dak Prescott's ability to trust and connect with his receivers. Prescott's chemistry with Lamb is strong, but defenses are likely to focus more heavily on Lamb without Cooks drawing attention. Lamb already sees tighter coverage than Cooks, with an average of 3.8 yards of cushion compared to Cook's 6 yards. Tolbert and Turpin will need to find ways to get open and relieve some of the pressure on Prescott and Lamb. Looking at the broader picture, the Cowboys are not expected to make any major roster moves, despite rumors surrounding Raiders star receiver Davante Adams being on the trade block. McCarthy has expressed confidence in the current group of receivers, emphasizing that strong connections between quarterbacks and receivers develop over time. In the short term, the Cowboys will need to rely on their depth and the continued leadership of players like Prescott and Lamb to stay competitive while Cooks recovers. If Tolbert, Turpin, and others can rise to the occasion, the Cowboys might find ways to keep their offense moving forward without one of their key playmakers. As the season progresses, the return of Cooks will be crucial for the Cowboys as they aim to make a deep playoff run. In the meantime, fans will be watching closely to see how this team adapts to adversity and whether the young receivers can step into the spotlight. As we wait for Brandin Cooks' return, all eyes will be on the young stars to see if they can fill the gap and help the Cowboys remain competitive. With key games against the Steelers and Lions on the horizon, the pressure is mounting. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates, and let us know in the comments how you think the Cowboys will fare in the coming weeks.